Hello everyone, welcome to the Threshold of Creation. What we're going to do is we're going to gain some understanding today on how we create our life. What is humanity? What is this human experience that we're living? Our objectives, how we create negativity, how we can stop the negativity, and how we can create the life of our dreams. And the most important thing that we can possibly remember is that we are all living a human experience. Nobody's experience in this plane of existence is different from one another. We are all living the same human experience. That human experience is separation. And we're going to go in and define separation today and what that is and what that means. So anytime that we want to do something different or live a different life, we start with a starting point. And the starting point is really, I want to create, I want to achieve, I want to accomplish, I want to live something new, I want to create a new experience for myself. From that starting point, we come in and we say, okay, we're going to define this new desire, dream, or goal that we have for our life, and now we're going to start living it. Problem is, as soon as we say that we're going to start living it, our human condition comes in, our conditioning, our habits that are driving our current life come in, and we start taking action on that, recreating our current life because that's our habits. And you have to look at it this way. If our habits were aligned to our new desire, dream, or goal, we wouldn't have that desire, dream, or goal. We would have never gotten to that starting point because we would just be living our current life, and our current life would be aligned to what it is that we want to live. See, it's this idea of separation. Our current habits, our human condition, our conditioning is separated from the path of achieving our new desire, our new dream, or our new goal. And as long as our habits are driving us towards the life that we're living, we're only going to continue to create our current life. This is what causes separation. We feel separated from what we want. In that separation, we feel negativity, confusion, fear, doubt, all this negativity because we're not creating what it is that we want to live because our habits are in control. And so the idea is to step in at the threshold of creation and align ourselves to the new desire, the new dream, the new goal. And the more we align ourselves to that path, the more joy that we feel. Now, in the beginning, we're not going to just be aligned to this new direction. We have all these previous habits that have controlled our life for so long. And it's going to be a tennis match. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between separation and joy, joy and separation, separation and joy. But as long as we're feeling this joy, what will happen is our positive emotional experience will come in. We will shift away from the negative experiences. And as long as we stay focused, we're consistent in our actions, we persevere, we take clarity, we allow that clarity to provide us with new understanding that we then take back to the beginning of the process, back to honesty, being more honest or reaffirming our honesty with what it is that we want, taking that to desire, reaffirming or adjusting our new desire that we want to create, and doing the same thing with integrity. This allows us, if we stay focused, consistent, we persevere when there's issues, it provides new clarity. We follow through with this process. Eventually, what happens is we find ourselves right here, right now, not at a new starting point, but in a place of joy. And that joy now is that process of following and knowing we're locked in, leading us to our desire, our dream, and goals because we're no longer living what was once our current life through our habits. And we're no longer feeling the separation. We've been doing the alignment thing, feeling enough joy that now we're locked in to joy. Joy is where we find ourselves. And that's where we stay. To get to that threshold of creation, to get to that place of joy, we need a process. And I just laid out that process through honesty, desire, integrity, focus, consistency, perseverance, and clarity, new understanding. That is the process. That's the process that I teach. There's nothing more to the process other than those 7 traits. And it's a way of structuring our lives to move away from the habits and into the threshold of creation. And as long as we're moving away from the habits and into the threshold of creation, we are taking new action, and habitual action creates new habits. Now we create habits aligned to what it is that we want to create, so the habits that are separated from our desires are no longer there. At least no longer in control. We are now in control of our actions. And as they produce over and over again, or we take those actions over and over again, we will produce new habits aligned to the new desire. That, my friends, is a threshold of creation. That's how we become the creators of our life. Contact me at the threshold of creation at gmail.com. Hit me up on YouTube, Twitter at the threshold of one, Skype, the threshold of creation. Let me help you lock yourself into joy and follow this process to lead us to the threshold of creation to achieve the desires of our life.